to the cave. Welcome to the show. The beer is cold and it's time to go. LongHairedYeti'sCave. It's the place to hang out. Come on the show and scream and shout. Keeping it real is what it's all about. The show is about to begin. We have everything here aside from a dog called Will. The show's about to begin. We have everything here aside from a dog called Will. The show is about to begin. We have everything here aside from a dog called Will. Keep it real, keep it real, keep it yeah. Welcome to the cave, welcome to the show. The beer is cold and it's time to go. LongHairedYeti'sCave is the place to hang out. Come on the show and scream and shout. Keeping it real is what it's all about. The show is about to begin. We have everything here aside from a dog called Win. Come on, Win.
Hello. You're on mute, mate.
Yeah, how you going, mate? You all right?
I'm all good. How are you? I'm all good.
I'm all good, mate. I'm all good.
They're forever muted, mate. They're forever muted.
I'm trying to make me can here. I am, mate. I am.
How's things anyway? How's things? How are you after that exhilarating game of football, mate? That was one of the best games of football I've ever seen in my life. It's fucking class. Up there with one of the greatest games I've ever seen. Can you hear me?
Yeah. It's all right. I'm trying to sort it out.
Yeah.
You know how it goes with me. Trying to sort it out and go along. But yeah, big up to you, man. How are you doing?
Yeah, man. I'm all good. Survived that boring game, but look, we're here. We're fine. We're still alive. 3 points, so can't really complain. Don't foresee anything good to come out of it, but hey, I'm not going to cry about getting a penalty win against Everton in their new ground. So all good. All good.
Was it what you needed? Was it a convincing thing that you needed? Wasn't really, was it?
No, it wasn't convincing, but at the same time, it's a win. I mean, like, I don't know if anyone's like illusioned otherwise. This has been our nature all season in the Premier League, at least. You know, I know in the Champions League we've had some good performances and all that, but throughout the league, this is the nature of how we've got our 3 points in each game, mate. So you know, this is what we should expect. This is what we should expect. So if it leads to a trophy at the end of the day, cool. But it doesn't fill you with confidence, mate. It doesn't fill you with confidence at all. Not me as a fan, for sure. Maybe to the others it does. I don't know.
I mean, well, you look at City today. I mean, they came out with like a passion, which I mean we've all talked about before. Whereas as soon as they get into that stage, they just go for it. And against West Ham, yes, it's only West Ham, but it doesn't matter. It's still 11 men against 11 men. And they came out with the thing that, we've got a chance of taking the top of this league and we're going to go for it and we're going to take it. So to me, then it comes down to Arsenal going, no, this is ours. So you're going to have to fight for it. And like you had 2 shots that hit the post. The Trossard one, he was massively open. It's the post. Not normal on a Trossard, really, is it? I mean, as soon as you see Trossard get the ball in that position, he's putting it away, isn't he? So,
Yeah.
I mean, he's unlucky on Trossard with that. But after that, I didn't really see anything that was like, we're just taking this game and we're just taking this spot back.
No, there wasn't. It was a very coasting kind of performance. Once we got the penalty, there was another chance as well that really could have led to a goal. Was when Saka laid it off to Timber overlapping on the right side and placed a decent ball into the box, and Gyökeres almost got to it, which didn't come to any sort of goal. But yeah, mate, look, this has been us all season. It's not surprising to me. It surprises me every time. The only surprising thing is that we got 3 points out of this within so many other games as well. It's just very shocking. It's shocking, and no one can watch this performance. No one can watch many other performances in the Premier League campaign so far and genuinely say to themselves, without knowing that they're lying, that we're going to actually win anything from it. We're hosting it. We have a decent amount of players at our disposal, but yet we can't make the most of them. And we're playing with the handbrakes on constantly, as you know yourself, and it's super, super, super frustrating as an Arsenal fan.
But, I get that. I get that. Pepsi says, just come across a great song, but it makes me think of Arteta on the day sacked Pop Goes the Weasel by third base. Big up to Danny all the time. Big up to Danny. Big up Yeti. And oi, salute Carl. And big up to Mr. Jossie J as well. Make sure you follow Mr. Jossie J, a Man United fan. Tells it how it is, which is exactly what this channel's all about. To me, it's like if you want my sort of rundown on that game, you win it, yes, with a penalty, but other than the points where you hit the post, there wasn't really a lot more, was it? Really?
No,
to be honest,
no, nothing at all, mate. But again, like I said, this has been my feeling all season. It's been a very numb experience as a fan watching it. You don't expect much. Yes, we come away with 3 points at the end of it, which is great. I'm not going to complain. I'm certainly not going to complain about it, but it doesn't inspire you to think that this team and this manager and everything else around it is going to achieve anything, because it's one stumbling block from everything falling off the wheels. Not to mention that everyone's so close behind us right now. I mean, City are 2 points behind. I watched the first 5 minutes of the West Ham game with City, and Haaland scored within 3 minutes. I was like, "Fuck, there's no point. There's no point even continuing on with this anymore." So it's basically it, mate. It's basically it. Just it's game by game at this stage. If we keep shithousing our way, well, fair enough, keep going. But you can't be confident watching that. You just can't. No, you can't be.
I'll be honest, I saw the cracks starting to appear with the struggling to maintain them and all this kind of stuff. So I did see the cracks starting to appear. I mean, and it's going to come down to other teams stopping Manchester City. And the next one for us after Fulham is Manchester City at the City Ground.
Yeah.
And it's insane how many times you're top of the league and then we have to play the team that's chasing you. And then we do you a favour by beating that team, but then you don't do the right thing afterwards. And it's going to come down to the same thing again, whereas we've got to go out there and beat Man City, which we should do anyway. We've got to be 100% on it. It's a City Ground. You don't come there and start fucking around. Ask Tottenham. No. Tottenham will tell you the answer if you go around doing that. And we've got to try and beat Manchester City, and we've got to keep them back. And that will help you guys out, which I have no issue with whatsoever, for you to actually win the league. But it's not just down to us. It's going to come down to the other teams actually doing the same thing.
Yeah, of course not. I mean, like there should never be a thought on that in the first place. Whenever you're playing anybody, it's not about doing anyone favors. It's about your team wants to get points from a game, and that's it. It's up to us to get points from every single game until May, and that's it. That's when you deserve the league or not. That's how you deserve any result, in my opinion. I mean, to be in a position where I know there's lots of times where you've seen Arsenal fans begging online, like the thirst traps that they are, hoping, Forest, do us a favor against City, do us a favor. There should be no need for a fucking favor. Everything is always in your hands, not to quote a certain someone, but it's always in your fucking hands. And if you don't do it, then don't cry if no one else does it for you. You bunch of
yeah. Well, I would never actually ask anybody else for a favor.
No,
never.
Me neither.
It's just never not in my thing. It's we do what we do, and that's it.
Yeah,
exactly. Coach says already booked my ticket. Top 4 finish celebration at the end of the season. Let me bring in Jez so he can have his say on what's just happened as well. So big up, Jez, mate. What do you think about that game?
Boring.
Hello, Jez.
Hello, Carl. Hope you're well.
All good, mate.
Yeah, it was boring. Just shows the boring tactics of Arteta. I called it before the game. I said it'd be the same.
Did you say it? Did you say it before?
Sorry?
Did you say it before?
Yeah.
Okay.
I said it'd be a shit game. I said it'd be same tactics from this manager. That's the only one tactic he knows. That's it.
Yeah.
I personally, as I said to Views on Sport, why the fuck didn't he go for a 4-4-2 in that game? He had the midfield there.
Yeah. I don't think the 4-4-2 exists anymore, does it, to these managers?
Well, change it then. If it doesn't exist to anyone, change it so they don't know what you. But no, it's crap, man. Fucking crap.
Lucky. They got pain like Bane as well.
We got lucky. A better team, mate, we would have been in trouble.
Yep.
Yeah, that's exactly the way that I was looking at it, to be honest. That was exactly the way I was thinking about it. I mean, how many times has it been that situation, though, when you won and, got to the top of the league with a better team? It would have been different, And it's the same thing all over. I mean, I was saying to Tony earlier on, yesterday when I did that show with Tony, the reason everybody sets up the same way against you with the low block is because you've made it pretty clear that you can't get through the low block. So why would anybody do anything else?
Yes, exactly right. That's why I said go for a 4-4-2 so you can overlap down the flank, cut inside. So you've got 4 people cutting inside. This continual sideways, backwards, sideways through midfield don't work against the low block. So if you got 4 in midfield, Wenger used to do it, right? You got your 4 at your back, advanced forward. You got your 2 overlapping right and left wing defenders, and you got your 2 midfielders going down, overlapping your 2 men up top, and you can score goals. Hello, it worked.
Yeah.
Just bored with the same old shite, mate.
Mate, you know what? It's every single time as well. I mean, I did actually say it in the watch along when it was like, Timber gets it, plays it over to Saka. Oh, what a shock. It's the same thing every single time. They never look for Gyökeres. I mean, Gyökeres had some good chances today. He did some really good runs as well today. And I see him do good runs every single time he plays, to be honest. But he just don't get played the ball when he needs to get played the ball. I mean, I don't know what you think, Jez, but you know football as well as I do.
I don't know, mate. It's the problem is, well, I mean, when I looked at the starting lineup, I thought, he's reverted back to the type got to play the same players. I wouldn't have started Saka. I think he's been very poor this year, personally. Mm-hmm. He's become, I think he's become selfish, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, not that I wanted Maddie UK. He's done well in some games. I wouldn't say all of them, but he's done well. He's scored goals.
Yeah.
But we know Arteta will always revert back to tight because that's his way of playing. You know, Odegaard today, yeah, all right, he found Grokerez once. Nice little flick pass, but not good enough. I mean, he could quite easily today have changed that midfield out with a much more penetrating midfield that would have actually given that low block defence issues. But he don't do it. He's just too predictable. David Moyes is no fool, right?
No, I said exactly the way we would play it, to be honest.
I mean, let's be honest. Without that penalty, we did fuck all. Nothing.
Well, you had two that hit the post. I mean, I was surprised that Trossard missed that, to be honest. But, I mean, he had a lot of space there.
He doesn't normally miss them, but if it hadn't been for the penalty, that would have been a 0-0.
Yeah, true. I
predicted 1-1. I actually did predict a 1-1. But we got lucky there today.
Yeah, I agree.
What's really odd to me, Jez, is that Madueke in his last outing in the Champions League obviously took the game by the scruff of the neck and scored 2 very good goals. And he has not seen grass since then. Like I was not a fan of that signing from Chelsea at all. As neither were many of us as Arsenal fans, I'm sure we can all agree with. But when he finally puts in a good performance, when he finally puts in a performance where he takes the game by the scruff of the neck, it's like as if this manager automatically shows he is allergic to players showing grit, showing a bit of forward thinking, grabbing a game by the scruff of the neck. And he hasn't seen pitch time since. How is that in place of a Saka that is not performing very well at all? He got man of the league when I was watching that.
No, I totally agree. I mean,
it's ridiculous.
He does it every fucking time. We've seen the younger players come on, have a good start, and wary.
Yeah,
they did some good performance. He just warms the bench now, and this is just how arrogant this arsewipe of a manager we got.
Yeah,
you know,
100%.
I'm sure the players must sit there and think, "What the fuck have I done? I just scored a goal in the Champions League." Right, and a great goal before that, and then you get benched.
Yeah. He don't breed confidence in you, does it?
No,
to be done like that. And I've said for a while, to be honest, I've actually said for a while that this guy doesn't want players. I mean, you can see with Gyökeres, he doesn't want players that make him change his ideas and change his plans because he hasn't got another plan.
No,
he doesn't have another plan.
No,
but I mean, to do that to a player that he knows that the fan base was not happy with being signed in the first place, to actually not start him after a performance like that, not even give him an inch off bench.
100%.
He hasn't featured since.
100%.
Is absolutely criminal alone, and I'm not a Madueke fan at all. But in that game, I enjoyed what I saw. He took the game by the scruff of the neck, scored 2 fantastic goals. Not even been featured since. It's unbelievable to me. And this guy just keeps getting a pass over and over and over again by our fan base. And it's just so tired. At this stage, Jez, I think I feel it from your voice too. I am the same. I just don't even have the energy to be angry anymore. It's getting to that stage. Yeah.
You know the thing is, when you've won and you still feel down, that says a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah. And it's not from entitlement at all. I know like a lot of other neutral fans may think it's a privileged position to be in, being, deflated after a win. But it's just when you're constantly dealing with your fan base telling you that you have the best manager in the world, we're gonna win the quadruple this season every fucking year, and despite their predictions going wrong and they never have to have egg on their face, it gets tiring for people who are clued in. I can only imagine what it's like for Jez.
It's like Kenny. Kenny always like goes, yes, we won. And I think Kenny will say the same thing. Kenny will say, yes, we won, but you've got to see the cracks appearing. And Kenny says that all the time.
The thing is, Yeti, we're going down the same rabbit hole that we've done for the last 5 years. Well, last 3 years. Last 3 years, right? We've come into Christmas, top of the league, struggling, getting lucky. Yeah, Man City are getting into form. Liverpool is starting to get back on the mark. Yeah, and we'll go start in January again. The FA Cup will be thrown in the toilet as usual, and then we bow down the same bloody road. And these people cannot see it. No. And I'm thinking, why can't you see this? What are you that blind that you can't see what this manager is? He's a fucking fraud.
Yep.
He's a narcissistic fraud.
100%.
And I mean, he had so many options to bring on different players today to mix that game up. Why did he have to bring on Jesus? Why?
Yeah.
Why? He could have brought on
prove a point.
He could have brought on Nweri. So why? What's Nweri done wrong?
He's brought on Eze.
Could have brought, should have brought an Eze for Odegaard, personally.
You know?
Yep.
I think he's just stuck in his ways. He's got his own way of doing things, and that's it. If that don't work, then it don't work. I mean, I've listened to people today on Tony Claude's channel saying that he's made us, in the 6 years he's made us. 6 years. Bro, I don't know about you, but I've never had a job where I can turn around in an interview and say, just give me 6 years and I'll be the best fucking shelf filler on the planet.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of these fans don't know Arsenal. A lot of these fans who are commenting and saturating the online algorithm don't know Arsenal beyond 6 years previous, which is an absolute, which is a shame, but it's the truth. Second thing is as well, why Arteta falls into his ways constantly, even though it speaks of madness, is because he's never been checked for it. He has had no accountability.
That's true.
Not from above, not from his peers, and not even from the fucking fan base. Remember, lads, all I ever say is about, as a fan, you are not a cheerleader. Yeah? You are someone who is supposed to uphold the standards of whatever it is you're a fan of.
100%.
Be it film, games, or a club. It doesn't matter what it is. Uphold the standards of what your club is or what your affiliate is. And that's it. And he's never had to deal with any of that. We are in a cult status of a club. If you were to, I'm sure if you were to go into a generic, luckily I avoid our fans, but if you were to walk into a place that was a majority Arsenal supporters, like especially abroad, like say if I was going to Dublin and I was going to watch an Arsenal game in a Dublin Arsenal club, Arsenal pub, sorry. I guarantee you, if I say what I have to say about this manager, I guarantee it there would be proper handbags being thrown at me for saying anything critical about this manager. I guarantee it. It would be though.
Yeah, 100%.
And that's not
100%.
good. It's never good for any single human being on this planet to not be accountable for his actions.
No,
that's all I want to say.
100%. 100%. I couldn't say any better myself. But guys, I just want to ask you this, right? I'll go to Cole. I'll go to Jez first because Cole just said what he had to say, and then I'll go to Cole. But are you not happy that you've got apparently this manager that every team wants, but you've got him?
Who wants him?
I don't know. This is the point. Apparently, every team wants him. He's the best. He's the best thing coming up and all that kind of stuff. And every team wants him. So I'm just asking you, are you proud of the fact that you've got that guy?
Well, the only way I can answer that question nicely.
Don't call me a pussyhole.
is at what time has any club said they want to come in for Arteta?
Yeah, that's the thing for me as well.
I've not heard one club would say they want to take Arteta.
No.
No.
Same here.
Maybe Rangers would. I don't know, but I can't see it. I don't. Yeah, all this bollocks about Barcelona, Real Madrid. Get out of here.
Bollocks, yeah.
Get out of here. They're never going to go for him. He hasn't won nothing, and they only take managers that win.
Yeah.
Why are they going to take a failure? You know what I mean?
Well, he got a dog called Win, so I suppose that's somewhere towards it. I suppose.
Where is the dog gone? By the way, has anyone seen the dog? After all this PR about adopting a dog and being all sweet and playing to our hearts and all that sort of stuff, where's Win?
I think what happened was it did really good things on one day, but then after that it didn't do much. It got dropped.
I didn't think Arteta knew how to drop players, mate. Or anything for that matter.
Anyway, boys, I've got to bounce, but
yeah, no worries, man. I know you'd have other things to do, so it's all good.
But
nice seeing you, Jez, mate.
Good to see you. Have a nice Christmas if I don't see you before.
Yeah,
you too, Jez.
And you, matey.
And, take care, everybody. Take care.
Yeah. Take care, man. Catch you later. Cheers for being on, bro. See
you later, mate.
See you, bud.
Yeah, so I mean, it's like it's like a merry-go-round, and it's just the same thing over and over again. Because let's face it, I mean, what do you think? I think you're going to bottle it again.
Yeah, that's
what I'm thinking. At the minute.
There's no way in any shape or form on any performance and consistency of performance that I see is enough to have it in you to actually lift silverware, be it in a cup, be it from the league, be it from obviously from the Champions League as well. I just don't see that level of anything from us. We may be able to shithouse our way to being top in late December, but that all falls apart very quick when other teams, get their shit together, get their act together. Right now, no, I don't believe so at all. And I think me and any other Arsenal fan in the cave, I think we've all said the same thing. No one's getting that excited. Sometimes we may get hyped.
Which was the point I was making. Which was the point I was making on Daniel. You are not the guys that you go against on that situation because you feel exactly the same way. It made no sense.
And that's why I go very hard back on them because it's like, look, you're aiming at low hanging fruit here. There's no need for that sort of shite here. We don't. I'll say it here. I fucking can't stand Chelsea. They're one of my most hated clubs in the Premier League. I can't stand them. But if I'm talking to a Chelsea fan who's semi decent, I'm not going to talk to you like a dickhead. I'll talk to you normally. I'll assess your game normally. I'm not going to just be here to hate, right? But it's very easy. It's very easy, just to come into people who are humble, like us, as Arsenal fans anyway, in your space, to kind of just constantly, make us whip our own backs and constantly get like some sort of enjoyment off of us talking shit about our own club, which is something that you'd never do as the on the opposite side, which is annoying. So that's why I don't engage with it. It annoys me.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Danny says Liverpool's performance today was shocking. Glad for the win, but fucking hell. Yeah, I'd agree. I agree with that. I actually agree with that. Yeah, I mean, they was like down to 10 men, down to 9 men. I know, going down to 10 is not like it. A long time ago, going down to 10 was a given. But going down to 10 nowadays, with the way they set up their squads and just stay regimented for the whole game, is crazy. You've got to change something up to actually be able to do something against it. And I don't think it was massively impressive from Liverpool, to be quite honest with you. I don't know where you are at the minute, to be fair. Another thing I have to say, Danny, is Salah called your club out, yet still got on the pitch last week. And that, to me, is the problem, because you fuck around, you find out. If you're going to go against everything and then you're still just going to get given what you always was given, then you're not going to learn. And I think nobody's bigger than your club. Liverpool FC are a massive club. And they've always been a massive club. Salah ain't bigger than Liverpool. Nobody's bigger than Liverpool. Liverpool FC are a big fucking team. Same as Arsenal. Arsenal are a big team. Nobody is bigger than your club. The club is what counts all the time. Nobody else is bigger than that. Same as Forest, exactly the same as that.
Yeah.
You know? Pep says, I've heard Edu wants Arteta at Forest. Well, if he does that, then you will all of a sudden watch Crime Watch, and it will be
no.
somebody's like
No.
got rid of this person. Yeah, I'm not going to go.
Yeah, he's joking. He's joking. He's joking. He's completely joking. People are laughing. Yeah, he's joking, guys. He's joking. That would never happen.
No, it won't happen. And thanks, Jez, for not swearing. Well, it was only me that said pussy hole, but I had nothing else to say. And when you get to the point where you've got nothing else to say, you have to call someone a pussy hole, because that just shows your limit of your intelligence.
Very true. Very true. Yeah, accurate, mate.
Yeah, and Danny says, I want Salah sold this winter. 100%.
See, Danny is a fucking proper fan. He gets it. He just totally fucking gets it.
I love the guy.
And he's not from Liverpool. He's not from Liverpool. He's French. No. He's from France. And he gets it. You see? That it's not about foreign fans. Nothing. There's no knocking on being a foreign fan if you know what the club standards is and what its value is. And Danny champions it. Danny's a fucking G, man. Absolute G.
Do you know what I love about Danny, right? Is even if they're playing against us, he doesn't go like, oh, we're going to batter you or anything like that. He does it the same way as I do it, where it's like, you don't underestimate anybody. You know, anybody can beat you. You've got to be up for the game and all that kind of stuff. So he's totally on my wavelength, the way I feel.
Likewise.
That's what I love about him. He's awesome.
Absolutely likewise. Doesn't matter if you're, as you said, if you're watching it live, Liverpool versus Arsenal, Liverpool versus Forest, it's the same thing. There's no bullshit. There's no, giving it large like some others do. And they disappear. They disappear when it doesn't go to what they predicted. None of that shit.
Bro, it's like me turning brand saying, "Oh, we're going to beat Arsenal because we won 2 European Cups in 1979 and 1980." It's just stupid, isn't it? It's just.
But it is stupid in general. But it'd be different. Like if you were poking fun at me, like we know each other very, very well at this stage, so I wouldn't mind that. We poke back at each other. It's fine. But it's when people don't even know yet, like they just do that outright. It's like, man, what are you basing this off? Just talking shit. You're going to end up looking like a mug if it doesn't go to plan. And it most likely won't go to plan because nobody knows what the fucking outcome of a football game would be. 99% of the time. Let's be real. But anyway, the fuck do I know, eh?
Mate, you are very knowledgeable about things, same as I am. What we do is we do this thing which is called common sense. Which is always going to be lost on certain people because they just don't use common sense anymore. That's why they got jabbed. That's why they wore masks in their cars and all that kind of stuff. So
Here we go.
They don't have no common sense. So that's gone. And I'm glad I kept mine because that is what keeps me alive as far as I'm concerned. Did you watch the Anderson Silva versus Tyron Woodley fight last night? I didn't see that one. I saw the Jake Paul against Anthony Joshua, and I thought it was a fucking joke, which is exactly what I said it was going to be.
Yeah, I saw that. I didn't watch the fight live, Pepsi. I just
saw
the
highlights.
No? You sure?
Go on mute, mate. Can't hear you. Why do I say that?
But can you not hear me still? No?
I don't know. I can't hear you.
No? Fuck.
It's gone off.
Chat, can you hear me at all? No? Anyone in the chat, can you hear
me? My nan could beat Woodley in a boxing match. Yeah, I think that was just one of them. You know what? Just one of them money things, wasn't it? It was just one of those money things, you know. Did you? Could you actually hear him? Why can I not hear him then? That's weird. I couldn't hear him then.
But the chat can hear me. Can you not hear me now?
Can't hear you now either.
No?
The fuck?
Yeah. Click something. I don't know. It looks okay on my end. Does anyone know sign language, lads?
I can't hear him. Can you hear him now?
I don't know sign.
Can you hear him now? Because I can't hear him.
Yeah.
It's my my headphones has gone. Oh, hold up.
Oh, I swear to God, this is headphone.
Bro, it's fucking my headphones have turned themselves down. Yeah, mate, that's the fucking ghost. That's the ghost.
Mate, it was probably just mate, I'm so annoying. Yeah, technology hates me. It just automatically turned me down from your ears. saving you that. Because I was
it's only on me. It's only on my knees, so there was no way why I get turned on. It's the ghost, bro. The ghost must be a Everton fan.
He must be, mate. He must be. Thanks to Pepsi though for saying he could hear.
Yeah, big up, man. Big up, man.
Because I would have left and been freaking out because I'm so ass at technology. So I would have been like punching my laptop.
That was just weird. That was just
grand. We're here. We're having a great old time.
Yeah, but Cole, this right is how you get the volume up or the volume down. It's on my leg. That was the ghost. That was the spirit.
Don't put that juju on me. Don't put that juju on me. I don't want even that in my eardrums, mate. I don't want any of that shit. You played around with that sort of stuff in the past. I've never touched
why? I have to ask, right? This is not for you, but why did you want to silence Cole?
Oh, fuck off!
Not 3 times. If you wanted to silence Cole.
Oh, Jesus. No.
That is insane. That is insane, bro.
Listen, let the spirits do what they want to do. You know, let's just be passengers. We're just here in our realm, they're there in their realm. If they cross over, let's hope they go back quickly. You know, I mean, no offense to them. Mate, I would honestly... No, I don't play around with that shit at all. It freaks the shit out of me. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I've just had a message come through.
Right. Here we go.
Okay. Said that basically I don't like Cole because Cole do nothing. Cole do nothing.
Fuck you, you spectral country. You do fucking nothing. Yeah. Fuck off, you. Fuck off, you ghosty critic, you.
I've just had another sign back saying I don't know how to speak Irish. So
I can't speak dub. Oh, stop.
Stop. That's crazy, bro.
But yeah, because I mean, there's not really much more talking points to the game. But like, I've just after downloading Terra Obscura Expedition 33, I'm really looking forward to playing that now tomorrow. I have a day off tomorrow.
Mate. Quality.
Yeah, I'm gonna get stuck into it now. I don't think it's the kind of game that I usually play myself, but I've only heard good things. And once you vouch for it, I was like, yeah, fair. Have to give it a go now.
Bro, I mean, I started playing it. I started playing it on the stream. There is actually one stream where I'm playing it. And I've always been into the games where it's like a turn-based combat. Well, I wasn't actually. I wasn't mega into them back in the day, but I've got into them since that. And the way they've actually done it is fantastic because it's like an action thing where you all of a sudden find an enemy and have to work out what those enemies' weak spots are and all that kind of stuff. It's phenomenal, bro. Phenomenal.
Nice.
Game of the year, mate. So it says everything there.
Yeah, looking forward to it, actually. because I kind of found myself too much in my own comfort zone with games. You know, I play games that I kind of almost know I'd be okay with, but like I'm taking a punt on this, as I should with almost every fucking good game that comes out. So yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm off tomorrow, so I'm gonna get stuck into it, mate. Hopefully, put 24 hours into it.
Yeah, man, mate. When you get into, I think it is the kind of game that when you get into it, you'll go on with it. I probably won't do it live because Tony Neri's actually played it, and the last time I did it live, Tony Neri was saying, "Don't go to this thing because it does this and all this that, and the other." I don't much like that. You know, to me, that's like spoilers. So it's like, you know, let me find that out for myself. That's the way that I always look at it. And that's why I don't allow spoilers in the chat or anything like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in terms of like, you know, when you're watching a fucking game live, I mean, I don't know what Arsenal game it was. It was about 4 games ago at least. And like there was like 2 moments that were spoiled, man. It's not worse, especially when you're watching a boring team like us. You know, there's only 1 or 2 good moments in the game, and if it gets spoiled, it just fucking ruins it.
It does. It does. It does.
It does anyway, but especially when you're watching Arsenal, because our football is just atrocious to watch, man. It really is. But it's great.
It's so annoying when people spoil shit. I don't understand people spoiling shit. It just makes no sense to me. It's like a total sort of like, well, I've seen it, so now I'm going to tell you about it because I don't care if you've seen it or not.
For the most part, I think it's clout. It's down to clout. It's the same thing, like, you know, like this morning I woke up, I forgot. I thought the Jake Paul fight was tomorrow, and it was on Netflix. So I was like, fuck it, I might watch it, you know, because it's not free, but it's part of the subscription. And I said, fuck it, I might watch it tomorrow. And I stupidly popped up my phone when I woke up this morning, clicked into Google, and the first thing I see was the result. And I'm going, like, mate, that was only like that result happened like 4 hours ago. Why is that coming up straight away?
Yeah, you just can't go on anything. If you're interested in watching something, don't go on anything.
Yeah.
But I mean, the whole thing was exactly what I thought it'd be. It was just like, let's face it, you've got Anthony Joshua, you've got Jake Paul running around the fucking ring all the time. Like Pepsi said the other day that they've got a bigger ring. And I mean, pause. But they've got.
Hold that, Yeti. Hold that.
Hold that
pause, man. Hold that pause, mate. Hold that pause.
I mean, they've got like he's running around and all this, that, and the other. But you know what, Anthony Joshua, you took money there. You took money there. And I knew exactly what he was going to be. It made it a bit longer than what it should be. You know, the worst thing is these people think that they're that clever that they can actually fucking make you think that way. You know, that's what annoys me. That was winged out for the reason of it being money's worth. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's broke his jaw or whatever, or that's apparently. Or whatever. But it's like Anthony Joshua is an actual boxer, you know. Jake Paul is a YouTuber, Twitch streamer, you know, who started taking up boxing. Yeah. There's no way that goes 6 rounds unless it's a money thing. No way. I remembered to go straight onto Netflix this morning when I woke up without internet searching. Yeah, bro, it was bollocks. Did you actually have a bet on that as well? Joshua's never going to knock him out in the first round. And Joshua's got his hand, Jake Paul's got his hands down all the time. And if you're a boxer and you can't knock that fucker out in 1 round, I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah. Yeah, but like I found out with boxing. That's why I fell out of love with boxing years ago. It just for 2 or 3 different reasons. The main reason is that like it just seems so scripted in terms of, you know, there's a big prospect. Let's make sure he gets to 30-0 before he faces anybody of merit. and then we can see what he's made of after 30-0. You know what I mean? Whereas MMA, at least it's like you're thrown into the woods, and yes, there is times where fighters are favored, and I'd even say the same thing about Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor was given a very decent run to the title. He was up until he fought Aldo. He fought very easy opponents. Even before he fought Aldo, he fought Chad Mendes on like 3 days' notice. Chad was on 3 days' notice. He was out of shape, and he would have been like a good candidate to actually give McGregor a hard fight based on his wrestling alone. But he was 2 days' notice or something like that. Crazy. But boxing is like that with every champion or every person that could become a champion. It's like they're propped up straight away, and it's just I don't know, it kills the element of competition for me a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, I think most sport is just made up and done anyway. I mean, that's like a totally Illuminati way of looking at it. But to me, it's like Conor McGregor could speak it on the mic and he could put it out there and all this and the other. So he was always going to guarantee fans on that sort of thing. I'm not saying he couldn't fight, because he could.
Oh, no. Of course he would, yeah.
At the end of the day, it's like WWE when they get someone who's good on the mic and somebody... It's like YouTube. When, you look at YouTube, somebody new comes up and they can give it something big, like Deji Spurs or Yasser or whatever, whoever you want to talk about, and they want to get a piece of that pie. So basically, they go on to them because they can speak it right, and they can. I mean, speaking it real, you're never going to get anywhere because these motherfuckers are sponsored by people that won't want to hear what you've got to say. So you're never going to get anywhere like that. You've got Michael Chelsea who gets banned from YouTube because he speaks it real. And he says exactly what he thinks. And he goes against the Malteser and the fucking left wing, whatever his fucking name is, the Carefree Bollocks channel, and he was always going to get fucked by that. They fucked over minerals, and that's how it's always going to go. If you don't fit into any spots, they won't bother with you. Yeah,
of course.
I'm quite happy with that. I'm not bothered about being with them. I'm not bothered about going on Dan Potts, who's the worst fucking host on the planet.
Don't get me started.
Clip forms. So, he just clip forms. That's all he does. He wants people to fall out with each other.
If I go too far, tell me, mate. Yeah, I'll shut the fuck up. But
go for it.
Yeah. That Dan Potts channel is the worst example of YouTube in general. It's not about it just being Arsenal. I would 100%. Say the same thing if he was affiliated with any other club. That how anyone goes on his channel to me is beyond me. Especially if you're an established YouTuber with your own decent following base. Why would you
want to push yourself forward?
Yeah. At what cost? It's an embarrassing cost. You're going to be clipped up, and they say for example, if you have a bad day and you're not on it, and some other dickhead just shouts over you and makes you look like a mug, and then next day Dan Potts there, who sits there, says nothing, doesn't moderate the hosting at all. His chat is a shithole, and just the next day you wake up, you see that yourself clipped with your name with a stupid thumbnail with this facial expression.
Oh,
that's stupid fucking YouTube.
On that.
You know what I'm saying? And then you're clipped up like that, and it goes hopefully viral for him. He doesn't
give me a second, bro. I need a piss.
Yeah. No dramas, mate. I'll stay ranting. But yeah, I just don't understand why anybody would ever go on a channel like that. Yeah, of course, in hopes that that viral clip that I just mentioned, hopefully that benefits you. But at what cost, lads? At what cost? It's never worth it. It's just not worth it. If you can't grow yourself by your own merit, then don't rely on shit like that. I've seen that straight away. And besides, anyone who's affiliated with AFTV in the first place, don't ever trust them. It's as simple as. But who am I? I don't even have my own YouTube channel, so what the fuck do I know, eh? If there's anyone even listening to my crazy ass, I'll answer your questions if you have any. I'll just read back through Pepsi's. I remember to go straight onto Netflix this morning. Yeah, you have to make when you want to avoid spoilers. Joshua disgraced himself. Yeah, he obviously gave him more money to not finish the guy early to make Paul look good. Yeah, and that's kind of the narrative all going around the news articles, isn't it? It's like, Paul did well, considering how big the guy was and all that shit. But I think that broken jaw looked legit. I seen his teeth on the right side of his jaw or left side was completely thrown in, so it looked like a legit broken jaw. I give credit due where where it's deserved. CJ's on thumbnail one of Pepsi. That's exactly what I'm saying. Exactly that. You get clipped up, and this whole thing. We obviously know what we're talking about there in terms of Dan Boss's thing there recently. Like, that whole thing went so viral in our world, at least, that it's ultimately for the wrong reasons, though. It's never going to ultimately benefit you. It might give you a short-term boost and make you happy and see this and see that, but if you can't do it on your own merit, then don't bother with that shit. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I've been holding.
No worries, man. There was that guy I just searched and saw Jez. Mate, you know what? Today, I've seen so many fucking grifters. And that's what I'm going to call them, grifters. That have got videos out based on the Jez fallout with Stricto, or the Jez situation with Stricto. Are so many fucking grifters. And, we can all do it. But some of us have got a little bit of, what can I say? You got a little bit of pride in what we do and what we put out there and all that kind of stuff. But these guys are just such fucking grifters. There was an Australian guy going, "Oh, what happened here? He does it with Lee Gunner. He does it with Dan Potts. He does it with everything. And all you are is a fucking grifter." And the thing is, what you got to take into account is when you get a YouTube channel and you can actually put things out there, they stop being creative. They just wait for somebody else to do something, and then all of a sudden they put a video out. I just find it so fucking sad. We can all do it, but hey, maybe try creating, because you're classed as a YouTube creator, and you're not creating anything. You're just taking other people's fucking footage. You're a gobshite, bro. You're a fucking gobshite. That guy who threw away his season ticket on AFTV. Yeah, Stricto. I mean, he's a child, bro. He's a fucking child. I mean, look, I watched that stream and I'm going to tell it the way it is, and Jez is going to watch it. That's fine. But at the end of the day, Jez told him to shut up 3 times. Yeah. And at first, when I watched that video back, I thought, well, yes, nobody likes to be told shut up. But, let's go on the but. He then went into it. Jez destroyed him, big style, with what Jez said. And all he could come back with was pussyhole, which says a hell of a lot about him. And then I watched last night when he was on with Northside. Yeah, that man is a fucking child. He's an absolute child. He can't have fucking debate or anything like that. Yeah. And he won't take no notice of me because I'm not big enough. But if he did, I wouldn't even bother trying to debate him. He's a fucking disgrace.
He'd do fucking nothing, mate. He would do nothing at all. That same guy, I don't know if you're aware, he was the guy who went viral for being so angry after an Arsenal loss or whatever the fuck it was, or a draw. I don't even know what fucking game it was. And he threw his season
ticket. Say something after this.
Yeah, he threw his I'll just finish this very quickly then. He threw his season ticket away all theatrically, and everyone's like, "No, man, you can't do that." And he's like, "No, I stand by it. All theatrics, jumping around like a fucking retard." That's what the guy is. That guy is just he's an absolute fugazi. He's a fugazi. He's just in it for the absolute hope to go viral in anything that he says or does. That's what
he's a fucking nothing. He's a fucking
fake.
nothing.
He's probably not even an Arsenal fan. He's not even an Arsenal fan.
I've never seen anybody act like that on a camera. He's a fucking joke. And I'm going to say this right now, and it's not going to go anywhere because it's on my channel. But I'm going to say this right now. AFTV, do you want to keep the standards that you keep? Because when I was watching that against Northside, he kept calling him feminine. And then at the same point, he said pretty much when Lee Gunner came in, he said, "Oh, so you've just called Northside gay." And because he called him ugly, and you're not supposed to look at a guy and call him ugly. So I've got this question for you, AFTV, right? You don't like hate. That's why you got rid of Claude. Yeah? What about homophobia? Is that okay?
Yep. Valid question. If you are a virtue signaler, then you have to be a virtue signaler on every social issue.
100%.
Isn't that correct? That's correct, right?
Yeah,
once you play that game, you're open for scrutiny in every department that you don't address. And that's where most of these idiots fall and fail, by the way. You know, they do it for one thing that's fashionable at that time, and then they forget about the rest.
I mean, to me, Northside should have just turned around. Northside should have just turned around to him and said, "Well, what if I am gay? Have you got a problem with that?"
Yeah. Look, I'll be honest with you, mate. I only seen the I don't even want to say his fucking name. I'll just say Jez's name. Jez and that other guy's beef thing unclipped on that video. I haven't seen anything else with Northside or anyone else. But the only thing I will say at the end of all this is that I'm embarrassed. I'm absolutely embarrassed that this is what is the current talking point about an Arsenal affiliated content creator of any aspect when our club is in the situation that it's in, where all these people, barring maybe one or two, feel the same way about the way our club is going, that this is the talking point. And all of this is fodder for neutral fans laughing at us. Oh, what a bunch of retards. Arsenal. Oh, tune into AFTV and all that. And I get it because we do it to ourselves. And I'm never going to be mad at that because I understand it. I would do the same thing if I was a fan of any other club. Look at these bunch of retards acting like a bunch of idiots. And it's just ultimately, mate, how I feel watching all this is just I feel embarrassed. I feel ultimately embarrassed.
Well, we watched it. We watched it together, didn't we?
Of course.
And that was exactly what you said. You just said.
That's exactly what I said. Yep.
There's 7 fans on there, and they are all embarrassing me to fuck.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep. They are, and I stand by it. If anyone's listening, I don't give a fuck. I'm embarrassed when there's so much to be addressed, and this is the talking point on, the small circle of indie football YouTube. And this is what everyone's talking about. I'm embarrassed as an Arsenal fan. I absolutely am. As if we don't give them enough ammunition to hate us as it is. We go and do that shit. All right, dude.
Yeah, 100%.
Whatever.
I just want to know where AFTV's stance is, because if it's about hate to get rid of Claude, then it must be about hate to get rid of homophobes, because the amount of people that watches AFTV, there must be a few LGBTQ people there as well. So where do you stand? Do you actually stand to actually make that a thing? Or do you actually just stand to get rid of Claude on a certain thing? You know, I mean, that to me is the biggest deal here, you know?
Yeah.
That guy's an absolute fucking melt. Putting a bag on and all that.
But then at the same time, melts are melts, dickheads are dickheads, rats are rats, and poison is poison. But then, why would you? And this goes to anybody of decent character. Like, Jez is a fucking lifelong fan. Kenny was on that stream. Why the fuck why would any people of that merit go on a stream with knowing that prick and other pricks like that are going to be on it? So at the same time,
you buy the raffle. You get the ticket.
I don't feel bad.
I mean.
I don't feel bad for the repercussion when you dance with eels like that. I don't feel bad for it. But at the same time, why would you fucking waste your time? You're better than that. Your time on YouTube could be spent way better. So you know, I know. If anyone hears this, they're probably going to be, oh, this Cara guy's and he's a prick and all that stuff. He doesn't even have his own channel. I don't care. I call it real. Yeah, I'm emotional. Yeah, for sure. yeah, emotionally. Yeah, that's it. But like, I have to call it real. That's what I would say to a friend. Yeah, you know, that's what I would say to my friend. If my friend was doing that, that's what I'd say to them. So whatever.
The thing is, like, let's put it this way, right? And big up to Jez for doing what he's doing. But when you play with sharks, 100%. You're going to get bit. Simple as that. Yeah. But everybody's going to get clips out of it and all this, that, and the other. And there's so many people waiting in the wings to like go, oh, I've just seen this and this, that, and the other. And that gets you out there and puts you in that respect. So it's not something I respect. I've told that to Jez like a few times. It's just not, you know, why do you want to do that at the end of the day? I've never wanted to do that. It's not interest to me. I can handle it and I can handle it well, but it's like I just don't want to do it. I've never been made that way. Big up, Carl. Hope you're okay, bros. Big up to Adam. Big up Jack. Well, AFT booted off Claude for making a joke about Song Young Min when Troop said Harry Kane doesn't get booked because he's white. Says it all. Yeah, 100%. 100%. That's my point. That is exactly my point. So if someone's homophobic, then why don't they get kicked out? Look,
I said it earlier.
Not only one card that you can play.
I said it earlier. It's whatever's fashionable to be virtuous about.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they pick and choose to do. Whatever's fashionable to back and be sensitive to.
Yeah, but LGBT is fashionable.
Oh, it is now. It is now. But I have to say, I completely missed what happened with that point that you're making between who was it that was.
I'll send you the video. I only saw it the other day, but
I'm just saying. I generally don't comment on things I don't see, so I missed.
Yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair.
Yeah, so I just don't comment because, like, you know, everyone else does. I mean, everyone else comments on things they don't see a snippet of, but I don't do that. But everything else, your point is accurate. But like that's what big, large interest channels do. Corporations do the same thing. They back whatever's fashionable in that moment, i.e., Claude being dismissed, and why the other person wasn't dismissed. Because the other person wasn't dismissed because the person what he said that about wasn't in fashion to be looked after.
Yeah, yeah.
Get what I'm saying. If you get what I'm
saying.
100%. Without saying it fully.
What you're saying. Yeah, mate, I totally get what you're saying. Totally get what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Okay.
You can like go into it any way you like, but basically it's down to black or white. That's exactly what it's about.
Yes, it's just ultimately division. It's whatever. It's going to change.
If you're going to have a standard, then have a standard for both sides, or don't have a standard at all.
Yeah, exactly. And most people don't care. Most people just don't think deep enough. They don't think deep enough about whatever it is that they're consuming.
Think at all. I don't think.
Think, well, yeah, better said than I. They don't think at all, as you said. They don't
think at all. They just think of it from their side. You know, they don't think of it from anybody else's side. Yeah, you could turn around and say that's woke looking at it like that. So why is it woke looking at it like that, but not woke looking at it like from other side? Fuck you with that, your fucking stupid bullshit with that.
Yeah. The day us humans become consistent with our values is the day the world will be a better place. And it ain't ever going to happen, sadly. But you know what? It's a very simple metric to achieve. It's a very simple metric to achieve, though. If you really think
of course it is.
Which is what makes us so angry about it. You know, it makes us so angry. It's not that hard to make the world a better place. It really actually isn't. If everyone just did a little bit of their part, a little bit, just a tiny bit.
You know what, Cole? The day we stick together, we win.
Yeah, exactly.
The day
that's
we
what they're
stick
so afraid
together,
of.
instead of looking at colour, looking at race, and all that kind of stuff, we win. You know, but
Facts.
nobody can see that. They're all on their own little tiff and all that kind of stuff. I get it with football teams and all that kind of stuff because it's tribal. But when it comes to actually human beings, you know, and just sticking with your own and all that kind of stuff, that's bollocks, man. That's bollocks. That's how the people in power win, by doing that. Let's fucking get it straight, right? For the past, like, well, for past of forever, they're always trying to divide us. Black, white, fucking gay, straight. Gay, straight's coming to it now because the black, white's not working as well as it used to do.
Yeah.
So now they've pulled in the gay, straight thing, and they're always trying to divide us. Left, right, always trying to divide us. Why does the left only care about Palestine genocide when genocide's happening in other countries all over the fucking world? Why do they only care about Palestine? What the fuck is that about?
Yeah, there you go. That's what it is, mate. That's what it is. It's fashionable talking points to divide people at any given notice, and it works. And the thing is, mate, you can't blame them. You can't even.
I don't blame them. I don't blame them.
You can't blame the powers that be because we are that stupid to keep falling for it time.
Exactly what I was just going to say. You can't blame them because they're just showing how stupid we are, and they sorted it by COVID. The way everybody acted when COVID was going off. Oh, you've got to look after each other. You know what? At the end of the day, as soon as people start turning around saying, I'm doing this because I care about the other person, that's the point where I go, get the fuck out of here. You don't care about anybody else. You go on about like fucking people having mental health issues and all this, that, and the other. You don't give a flying fuck. Nobody does. Everybody just cares about themselves, you know. Absolutely. And that is exactly what they've done. They've made everybody care about themselves. That's why you get things happen in the streets and nobody actually jumps in, does anything about it, you know, because they've just made us care about ourselves. Big up Jack at Pepsi. Leeds can be mentioned. We were shot in every department. Just annoyed I paid for a house to stay in and drove up to Leeds to watch that. Oh, you was actually there for that. Oh my days. And Jack, big respect. And 1 out of 3 away days done for me this month. Still got Arsenal away and Newcastle away next month. Next, how much fun that's gonna fucking be. Jack, I've sent you the StreamYard is there. I've sent you the link in the group. Big up, what you make of the Isaac injury? He was a bad one. I mean, he did actually scissor the guy, to be honest. But not in a good lesbian way. But he did actually scissor him. These Palestine people just need to learn their history. A period of conflict started when a mass flew to a concert and slaughtered innocents. 100%. 100%. This is why I like the cave, because everybody gets it. Yeah. This is why I like the cave. Arsenal nowhere near great right now. Players have a very good chance Tuesday night. Yeah, man. 100%. But this is why I love this channel, because everybody gets it, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. No, but it's a space for people to speak either way, you know, whether there could be someone in this chat right now that could say something that we don't agree with, and it would be a good discourse without emotion.
Of course it would.
Without toys being thrown out the pram, which is unlike any other human interaction that seems to be the case nowadays, which is very sad.
Yeah.
But that's what you've created, man. That's why I always give you props for it. And not just on world views, but just also as a club. Like, in your chat, let's say on a given day, you'd have 20 to 40 people that are regularly in and out in your chat, all of different clubs, all of different backgrounds from different parts of the world, and everyone respects each other in there. And anyone who comes in and doesn't respect, the kind of like decent nature and how to talk to other people who are fans of a different club and start giving it large, all that sort of stuff, they get shut down quickly. That's unlike anywhere else on YouTube I've seen. So, massive credit for that. Massive credit for that. It's not an easy thing to have done, but respect to you for it. Massive respect.
Bro, I think basically what it's all about is just not accepting everybody and like having standards. It's about having standards, Yeah. And it's simple as that, really. It's just and it's every one of us can do it. But it's just like whether you want to sort of like get everywhere or just get somewhere, And I've never been about just getting everywhere. If you're not the right fit, I don't want you in here. Simple as that. I would join, mate, but my missus has gone to sleep and I don't want to wake her up. If you're doing any watch-alongs or real deals, I'll join. Well, it's a real deal now, mate. But I understand that, bro. I'm going to have to head off to bed, lads. I've got to be out of the house by 10:30 tomorrow morning for a long drive home. Yeah, no worries, man. No worries. Cheers, bro. Always offer you the link. So if you want to come on, you can.
Yeah.
If you don't, then fuck off. No, joking, man. Hope you have a good journey back home.
Take care, mate. But yeah, mate, it's mad. It's mad. So, are you? What's your activity for tomorrow? Are you doing the watch along for tomorrow as well, or are you waiting for Forest on Monday?
I will probably do like the Aston Villa against Manchester United tomorrow. To be honest, nice. I will probably do that one. Can't believe there's not that many games on tomorrow.
It's weird. It's weird. What are they doing all year? It's been like that all year. Yeah, they have. Like they've done it all year. Like, everyone's confused. Everyone's confused about when the games are supposed to be on. It's odd. It's very, very strange. I don't know why, but yeah.
They've just totally screwed it up. I mean, you got like a Newcastle Sunderland game, and they put it on at the same time as everybody else, which to me is just ridiculous.
Criminal, mate. Criminal for a football fan. That's criminal to me.
100%.
Absolutely criminal. Yeah.
100%. I mean, and we've got Fulham on Monday, which is going to be an interesting game. It's going to be a good game. Hopefully, we're going to be massively up for that and give Fulham something because, I mean, Fulham are one of those teams for us. So hopefully we can get it going on that one.
Yeah. Well, listen, again, it's the other thing with you guys, same, a little bit, not quite the same as us, but a little bit like the same like us, is that when you're on form, you could give a game to anybody when you're on it. When your players are all, I get that feeling when I watch you guys. But if you're not on it, Jesus Christ, you look woeful. It's kind of one of them ones. It's kind of one of them ones you have to see until the game starts.
Well, I'm not deluded, as you know. I'm not deluded in that respect. I've never been deluded in that respect. If we don't turn up with a game, then we are going to get beat. And that's any game, So we turn up for it. And to me, there's no excuse for not turning up to any game. That's the kind of fan I am. I tell you what, I went on to, I was talking to someone on Facebook the other day. How'd you go about getting to a game at Forest? And they said, you've got to pay this membership online. £45 for this membership, right? And it says, like, Premier League games, I get third priority. The fuck is that about?
And is that £45 once a year, once a month? What is that? Once a year, I presume.
Once a year, I think.
Yeah, once a year.
What? But how do I get third priority on a Premier League game?
Yeah, I
So
mean,
I'd like to be on at the Arsenal game on January.
But that's the thing. That's a part of it why I'm not into it anymore. Listen, I was never able to go to games anyway because I'm in a different fucking country. But it's just now, like, you know, I remember for Arsenal it's the same thing. You have to hop into a membership, and we have 3 different tiers. We have a red membership, a something else member, a silver tier, and you get better chances to be put into a ballot, and then you get a game or not. It's just bureaucracy at its worst. You know, it's just like the whole point of football is an escape for us to get away from that. You know what I mean? But yet they infiltrated football.
It's fucking disgusting, bro.
It's this. It's a game for the people. It's been taken from the people, given in the hands of bureaucrats, recycled and given to people that are not deserving of the fruits of that labor. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous.
It's all down to everybody that takes over clubs is a businessman. So it's always going to come down to business. I mean, I don't think it's that expensive to go to a Forest game. But I'm not going to pay 45 quid for a membership and then maybe get to go and not, or maybe not get to go.
That's where it becomes expensive, is the fact that you don't know. Like, how can you... Me, for example, if I wanted to go to a game, it would take a massive amount of planning for me. You know, get someone to mind your pet, get someone to look after your job. You know, cover for you in work, get a flight over, get this, get that. For you, it would be train, this, or, you know, travel in and out. How can you plan? How can you possibly know, are you free, say, in 3 months' time for a random game if you get selected? It's ridiculous. It takes all the fun out of it. It takes all the spontaneity out of it, especially if you're local. It's ridiculous, man. I'm surprised that Forest have done that too, man. I'm really surprised to hear that.
I'm not surprised they've done it, because that's like the thing that everybody else is doing, so they just follow on. You know,
sad.
So I'm not surprised they've done it, but it is sad. I mean, like I said to someone the other day, it's like back in the day, I could just walk up to the turnstile, give £25 and go into the game. Now you can't do that.
Yeah. You know? And even, like, you know, I know what the bureaucratic argument will be is like, oh, there's too much numbers now in Premier League that, you know, we have to come up with this organized system to have this and that. But no, let that be the case. Let it be that first come, first serve. Walk up at the turnstile, drop a £25 note, and hope for the best. That's the way it still should be. Why take that away? Why the fuck did you take that away? Yeah, I know why. I know exactly why. You don't want anything left for the common man to have his spirit lifted at the end of the week.
No.
After slaving himself away to the fucking big interest in the first place. You bunch of wankers. Anyway.
100%. You're absolutely right. That's exactly the way that they do it now.
It really sucks to be clued in. Yeah, it hurts. You know, it makes you age faster.
It does.
It makes you age very fast too. You know? I feel as though I'm going to get a heart attack in about 5 years. I'd say with the amount of stress I feel. Just from everything. Yeah.
It sucks to be like clued in on everything that's like going on with like these illegal immigrants coming over and all that kind of stuff. You know, that's that's all by design. It's all by design. Nobody can turn around to me and say that's not by design, because if you have pride in your country, you would never let that happen. Overseeing in the years what your country has actually done to fight away those kind of things. So it's all done by design. None of this is like, all of a sudden, and I'm sorry, but I'm going to say it, if you are a leader of this country and you're going to let people come in who have no passports or anything like that, and you're going to come in and you're going to let them rape our women and kids, bro, you need to fucking face the noose. And we don't have a death penalty, but I think it needs to come in for you.
Yeah, well, that's why they say ignorance is bliss. I never understood that phrase for most of my life, but it's absolutely true. when you are clued in, that phrase, that saying makes so much sense. But
the worst part about that is, though, ignorance is bliss. Is just I can't do that. I know you can't do that either.
No. I'm not vouching for it. I'm just saying, as the phrase goes itself, it's absolutely accurate. That being ignorant is so fucking it's so much bliss. Literally, it is. To not know the weight of everything that's going on is amazing. It must be amazing for those people that don't think that deep into life. But
yeah. What over the last 10 years, we've seen what people are actually all about. Over the last 10 years, they made it clear exactly what they are all about. Same as with the COVID thing and the way they reacted to that. Oh, I might get hurt, so I've got to do something about this and all this, that, and the other. We've shown how selfish people actually are. Over the last 5 to 10 years, it's been shown that how selfish people actually are. And I see it, and I get it. But it's like I don't get it to the point where it's like, yeah, I understand why you're doing this. I see it to the point where you're doing this because you're a piece of shit. Yet you still put statuses out on social media saying, lest we forget. Yeah. You are a fucking absolute gobshite. This country is full of gobshites. It seems I put a petition up the other day about saying that the government can't stop us doing this, that, and the other. I've got a comment that says, like, Stormer ain't going to take no notice of that. What's the point? And I answered back and I said, there you go. Yeah. Hey, maybe just be the person that doesn't try to do something and just sits on the fucking arse and, doesn't try to do anything and just goes along with this. This is the problem. So many people just go along with shit because it makes their life better. But trust me, right? When they get rid of the people that don't agree with them, what the fuck do you think they're going to do to you? Do you think they're going to put you in the fucking temple? Do you think they're going to fucking go, oh, all these people that agree with us, they're great, so we're going to fucking look after them? Do you think that's how it's going to go? Because if you do, you're a fucking thick twat. Because after they've got rid of us that don't agree with them, they're going to be on to you. Yeah? And they're going to get rid of you.
But in the last 5 to 10 years, there's always been, and this has been the great use for their perspective of social media and the bombardment of data. You remember Yeti back in the day? You'd run around, live life, do your thing, do your job, come home, and you'd have the option of clicking a button to turn on your TV and watch the news. Yeah, and that's all the propaganda you could choose to get, right? Nowadays, it's at every single waking moment when you have that device in your hand, you are getting propaganda in some way, shape, or form, whether you realize 100%. It or not. You get it all the time, and that's really took hold and has been weaponized in the last 10, specifically at least 8 years ago, right? Yeah. And have you've noticed it? I've noticed it. There's always been these mega rushed talking points. First, in my recent memory, was even before COVID, it was Brexit, it was the American election, no matter who was involved. Oh my God, panic, no matter who it is, right? That could be up for election. Then obviously it was COVID. Then it was the Ukraine-Russia war. Then it was fucking, what was next? You name it, there was something else that happened. The Palestine thing, which by the way has been going on for so long.
That's a normal thing. Yeah,
and that's a very deep history that to get into that requires almost a scholarly degree to get into the deep roots of that. Not even what people can read on the internet, in my opinion. Anyway, the point is that there's always these divination points that are coming up that weed out people, put them on this way, put them on that side, and if that fails, then the next thing comes around, and then they falter, and then it's like, oh, these people get weeded in over here, and then the next thing comes in, and then they have us now. They have us after the last 6 or 7 big incidences where people are showcasing their opinions online and vouching for them without much research even being done. They know where we all stand on everything, and that's a weapon. Data is a weapon. That is a modern weapon for nowadays. And everyone, barring me, because the only social media account I have is YouTube and Instagram. And the Instagram account I created was on basis of this YouTube.
They still have you on your phone.
Oh no, they do. They absolutely do. But you imagine these fuckers that have posted every opinion that they've had on anything for 9 to 10 years. They have they have me too. But the point is that they have a good knowledge base on what the public in every single country around the world feels about a certain topic, and that's a weapon. Such an easy weapon for them to use, and that's been the ultimate design, in my opinion. I could be completely wrong, but that's my opinion. That's the weapon. That those last 6 to 7 years, whether those 6 and 7 events have been by design or not, is irrelevant. Is that it's ultimately led us to here, where they have all that data, where they know how everyone feels about everything.
But
and then
their argument,
when the next thing comes, that's when we're really going to see it, in my opinion.
Their argument and their point of view will be that you bought in because you open your phone up.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean. And
you do.
That's what they did. They sorted it out. Whereas it's you that open. Like I said the other day.
But we do.
I said the other day, it's down to you to press play.
100%.
I said that 100%. To you the other day. And we're all doing it. We're all buying into that. We're all buying into that.
When I remember I was when the smartphone first came available, I think I was about 17, I think, off rough memory. And all my friends immediately bought into it. They went on Facebook, they went on everything. I was like, fuck that shit. What? You want to what you have to know where I am and shit, and you post about where you are, and then people talk to you about what you've just fuck all that. I resisted it for years and years and years. But eventually I succumbed to it.
Yeah.
And yes, but yeah, as you said, that's it. It's in your hands. All of us right now, if we so decided, could throw our phones, could throw all of our devices into the fucking river or sea or lake or wherever the fuck it is and be rid of all that. We could do it. And they know it. But they also know that we'll never ever unite to do a decision like that in the first place. So I don't even know what the fucking point of us even talking about this is at this stage. Like
we're just vexing. We're just saying what we have to think. This is what the real deal's all about. Some major cities cancelling New Year's Eve celebrations over possible terrorism. Maybe just do your job and find out who the potential terrorists are. Maybe the people that come over and you don't actually vet them and see what they're all about and all that kind of stuff. Maybe that's the issue. Mad car disease was a laugh. Yeah, that was crazy. Apparently, Yeti is in the Epstein files. Yeah, that's a little bit too far, to be honest.
He's joking, though, but he's joking. He's joking. He's joking.
I know you're joking. But that's a little bit too far, to be fair.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I'll tell you what, guys. I'll tell you right now, right? Looking at that right now, you know what? On Facebook, I've seen things going on, and I've watched things and all this kind of stuff. And I've seen so many guys turn around and say, I would do this, and I would do this, and I would do this, and that, and the other. You know what? I messaged them because I can't drive. So I messaged them and said, like, you know, if you can drive and you can get a van, then I'm all up for, like, going and sort these people out and all that kind of stuff. And you know what? Every single one of them turns around and says, I can't do that. I've got a family and all this, that, and the other. So I'm like, well, so why are you saying it on Facebook then? Why are you virtue signaling that you're going to do something when you're not actually up for actually doing that? And I've done that a lot of times for the last 5 years. I've sent messages to people and said that if you can get me the travel, then we will actually do that. And all of them turn around and go, I can't do that. I've got a family. I can't. So don't fucking say it then.
Yep.
Don't say it.
But that's it, mate. Like people throw weight behind inconsequential comments online all the time because they know that nothing will ever come about it until someone does. And that's why, like, all this, like, YouTube, you know, when you see YouTube drama and YouTube beef and all that stupid shit, is that in actual fact, I guarantee you put these guys in the same room, they do nothing to each other. They do fucking nothing. Or some people, or one person would, and the other person that was given at large would fucking run away like a little bitch. And it's all here. It's all baseless fucking waste of fucking time that we all consume. And that's it.
The reason I went off like that was because I am big on the kiddie fiddling thing, and I have a big issue with that. So yes, I will go into that.
I get you.
When someone says something like that. I know it was a joke. No. I get it was a joke, but it's like I don't like that at all.
No,
I don't like that at all. I won't accept that.
Total respect. Yeah, absolutely. I get you. I totally get you. Totally get you, mate. But yeah, I was just trying to diffuse the old tension. Is my, as a, I don't know what the role is, but
yeah, but I have to make it clear because it's like, keep it real, keep it yeti, and all that kind of stuff. But that is one thing that really does get to me. So it's not cool. Not cool, man. It's like spoilers. It's not cool.
Yeah, I get you.
So I'm just making that clear.
Totally, mate. No, totally fair. Totally fair. But yeah, I don't really know how to segue from this. I think we've covered almost everything we can talk about. Because this is the mad thing about this show is that if you start on football and it goes towards fucking so many different topics, and it's like, Jesus, it's wonderful, it's class, it's absolutely class. But you're just kind of like, fuck, what do I say next?
That's why it's the real deal. It's the real deal about what we're thinking, all this, that, and the other. I mean, have you seen look, I'm going to go in here. Have you seen that video where the guy in Dublin, I think he is, and the guy's videoing him, and he's running away. He's got his pants down. Yeah. And he's running away, and the guy turns around to him and says, "Oh, bro, what you doing?" And he went, "I've just been raped by 3 illegal immigrants."
All right. No, I haven't seen the video, thankfully. No.
I mean, there's a lot of people won't report those kind of things, especially guys. They won't report those kind of things.
No. Yeah.
But there's one out there, and you know what? That guy that's actually videoing it, you're a piece of shit, because as soon as he tells you that, you keep videoing him.
Yeah. Mate, that's humans, isn't it? That's humans.
All about content, bro. It's all about content.
All about clout. All about clout. inconsequential clout. That's what we do. But you know that, I know that, so we do. We at this stage, there's always going to be horribleness in the world. There always has been. For me, look, I'll tell you what my philosophy is, and it may be, and it is a copium type of thing. I just focus on what's good, right? In my tiny little circle that I'm talking about in real life, away from technology. Look after. I have a wife that's amazing. I have a dog that's my best friend. That's it. That's where I focus on. That's where I put all of my energy in. And it's wholesome, It's wholesome for me, at least. It may not be grand.
Absolutely.
It doesn't give you clout. It doesn't give you anything else, but it gives you a sense of purpose. And that's why I would implore anyone who's feeling a bit lost in their world to aim small and miss small. That old phrase. I think I'm the only one that knows that phrase, but I love that phrase. Aim small, miss small. Just focus on what you can focus on, and that's it. Because the world is fucked. We could pull up news articles about anywhere on planet Earth, and it would depress the fuck out of you if you keep rehashing it. But there's also a lot. But there's also a lot of good things that you can be, in control of and execute that as much as you can. That's the mantra I try to live by, at least. It doesn't change the world yet. It does not.
You can't do anything to change the world, no matter what you see or anything like that. One person cannot change everything that's going on. You've got to have. I mean, like I said. I think we just dropped.
Yeah, I hear you now. Yeah, all right.
What's going on?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. We both dropped.
From my angle, it just froze. Your end froze for a minute, but you're good.
Yeah,
I
don't know what happened there.
It's all good.
But at the end of the day, right, it's like we all want to do the best, but you can't do the best for everybody. You can't do it. There's no way you can do that. If you had the chance to do it, I ain't fucking Batman. If I had the ability to be Batman, then maybe I'd be Batman. But none of us have the ability to actually do any of those things. So we all only have to be able to do the things like be. At the end of the day, if I saw somebody getting fucked over in the street across from, I mean, the other day I was sat in bed and I heard screaming, and it was on this street, but I didn't know where it is, and then it all of a sudden stopped. If that was right, I opened my curtains and I looked out. If that was right in front of my house, I would have run out there and sorted the shit out. But I can't sort out everything. I've got no ability to actually be able to do that. And I'm sure we'd actually all have that, want to have the ability to do everything about everything. But we can't. We can't change the world on our own. Yeah. It's going to come down to a collective. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the only way you're going to ever change anything.
And that's why, that's what I tell to everyone that I know is just look after what you can around you in your immediate circle, and hopefully that can have a ripple effect to the world. That's the most impact. Logically, in my opinion, I could be wrong, but in my opinion, that's the most logical impact you can have that can create a ripple effect, as opposed to posting your status on whatever war happens in the world online and hoping for likes and you get 100 likes and you go, oh, I've done my bit for the world, and you go to sleep. But you've done nothing. Meanwhile, you don't give a fuck. You don't give a fuck about your parents. You don't give a fuck about your brother and sister. You don't give a fuck about your children. No, aim small, miss small. Fucking focus on your little world that it is. Look after your dog. If you have a cat, look after your cat. If you have a goldfish, feed your goldfish. Do what you can. That's enshrouded in care, and hopefully that has a snowball effect. Other than that, posting some bullshit virtue that you have online won't get you anywhere. And it has no impact on anybody.
Bro, even what we say, on the real deal won't go anywhere. But you have to get this shit off your chest. You know, you have to. You always need a release.
Yeah.
You always need a release. Whether it's going to go anywhere or anything, it gets the release on yourself, so you can actually sort of move on. You know, the worst thing is when you've got feelings in your head about something or somebody, and you just keep them in your head, because when you keep them in your head, that's what sends you fucking insane. So always mention to people, if you've got an issue with anybody, talk to them. Tell them what the issue is. They could take it this way or that way. But if you feel that kind of way, then you need to fucking express it. And you need to put that out there. You know, there's no point in being in your head, because that's what creates insane people. You know, when you just keep your feelings in your head. So you've got to say it. Poach says, I have a nice house, wonderful girlfriend, okay-ish job, and Mikel Arteta in my life. 3 out of 4, not bad. Absolutely. Yeah, I wasn't having a go at you there, bro, but it's just something I don't like. Big up to Ryan G as well. Big up, and Carl. Hope you all well. Yeah, we're all good, man. Ryan G. Big up to you, man. You're the Wolves fan, yeah?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, off memory. If my memory serves me well, I believe it's.
Yeah, I think Ryan G is the Wolves fan.
Yeah. No, but you're right. You're right, and that's why it's good to let things out. You have to let things out. But in terms, as look, I won't repeat it again. But you know, just look after what you can look after, and hope that has a good effect on the planet. Or, you know. You can't put a post out on social media claiming to be an advocate of everything, get your likes. That does nothing to the world. But just if you can make someone in your family or your friend or your pets happy, that is a real effect that you're doing. And focus on that. You won't get any likes for it. You won't get any clout from random strangers that you've never met before and you will never meet in your real life. But it's more wholesome than anything else, and it will have a better effect on the planet than posting something and getting your 1,000 or 2,000 likes ever will. In my opinion, that's my philosophy. I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong, but that's my philosophy.
Bro, you know what? Let's put this down to brass tacks, all right? You got people on YouTube that turn around and say this, that, and the other. People that go into their chats and just stay on with them all the time. You know, if that person on YouTube disappears, that chat will just disappear to somebody else. You know? So never think that you've got something that's never going to go away if you don't keep building on it.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
Or you can turn 100%. Around and say this, that, and the other on your stream or whatever, and people can agree with it. You are yesterday's chip paper. Yeah. When you stop showing up, they'll go on somebody else. That's the way it works. Yeah. So the respect always needs to be on the people that actually want to watch you and want to listen to you. You know, that's where the respect needs to be. It's not about you. It's not about who you are. As soon as you get to that point where you just think it's about you, you've lost. Yeah. Because, you know.
Ego is the biggest debt of community ever. It absolutely is. It's the biggest debt of family. It's the biggest debt of friendship. It's the biggest debt of everything. And I think 100%. It should be mandatory. It should be mandatory upon the age of 30 that everyone is prescribed. This is mad, yeah, but trust me, everyone should be prescribed a heroic dose of magic mushrooms. They should be to experience an ego deck and
I
show
get
you
it because I've actually
on your
had
own.
magic mushrooms.
Me too. No, I've had it. I've had it too, and
I'll
that's
be back
what.
in a sec, bro.
No worries. I keep going. I really do think that would be amazing for the world. Look, it's crazy. I know. Trust me. It would never be mandated. It would never be put into law. It would be very crazy to manage. But it'd be a great thing when you see these people that are, executive fucking top of companies, CEOs, all these type of people. Those people would cease to exist if that was in place. Ego is such a horrible thing, in my opinion. And you need it massively throughout your youth. You need it when you're a teenager, you need it through your early 20s. But after that, that's when it should be killed. And that's where my, mandatory prescription would come into play. If there's any comments, I'll read them anyway. So where are we at? Ryan G, the Wolves fan. Big up to you, man. I haven't seen you for a while. Good to see you again. Big up, Karen. Yeah, I hope you're well. All good, mate. Ryan G, unfortunately, yes, I am. Yeah, man, I know. Fucking hell, it's been a tough season for you guys. Pepsi says, bring back mandatory military service would be helpful too. Absolutely, yeah, because that humbles you quick. Absolutely. My dad was in that in France. He was one of the last few that was of his generation to do that. But yeah, agree. Absolutely agree. Anything that teaches you, anything that puts something in your mind that you're not the center of attention in the world is a good thing, Something like that is important for people. Yeah. What was I going to say? Yeah. On a positive note for a change, lads. I may have asked this already, but what's your Christmas plans? Are you staying local? Are you staying home? Are you visiting the in-laws? Are you fucking visiting your parents? Are you going to your annoying uncle? Tell me what you're up to. Pepsi says young people in military service to make them. Young people need military service to make them a better person. Yeah. Anything that makes you humble, anything that strips your ego away is a good thing. Now, I would rather the end result not being those young people, forced to be in the military. But yeah, I get your message. But yeah, for myself for Christmas time, on a positive note, guys, I'm trying to keep it positive. Top Gooner here and all. Yeah, we're having dinner at the in-laws, so it's all good. No cooking for the old Carl this year, thank fuck. Because I'd fucking burn an ice cube, lads. I'd burn a fucking ice cube. Yeah. Yeah, this is why I don't have a YouTube channel. That's because when it's when there's no comments to reply to, I don't know what to say, and this is why I don't ever. I've never regretted not having my own YouTube channel. So thank fuck yeah, he's back. Hey yo,
bro, I've just had a fucking monster log. I can't even fucking flush it, bro.
The fuck did you eat for the past 2 days?
I don't know. It's a fucking monster log.
What's your food routine, mate? Because I'm mad into people's food habits. Yeah, I love that shit.
Eat whatever.
Just whatever.
Yeah, man. Eat whatever.
What's your favorite food? Actually, I never asked you. What's your favorite food? What's your favorite food? Yeah?
I like Italian foods, lasagna, and chicken, bacon, pasta bakes.
Oh fuck yeah, bro. Yeah,
mate. I'm a very simple guy when it comes to like foods and shit like that. It's just like a fuel. So it's just like I get very annoyed when I have to fucking eat because it's like
really
to me it's like a chore. Yeah, I have a very good metabolism. I can eat I can eat a bacon sandwich and be done for the whole day.
Wow, bro! I live to eat. that's my fat bastard nature. I like my whole world revolves around what the fuck I'm gonna cook next. That's mad. That's mad to me. That's so crazy.
I have a crazy metabolism for food. It's like a chore. It's like a chore for me.
So you wouldn't be sitting there right now, like, and the stream ends, and the whole time for the last, like, say 5 minutes of us talking, you're not fantasizing about what you're going to eat next. No. Aside from a woman. I mean food, right?
No, yeah. I mean, there's no women, so I mean, it's got to be food. But you know, I mean, I just don't. No.
To me.
If somebody mentions something, then I'm like, damn, I could eat that. But yeah, I'm very sort of like, I don't really bother about anything like that, to be honest.
That's so crazy to me, man. That's mad. That's fucking mad. Well, I'm gonna tell you what I'm fucking thinking about eating, but bro, my fridge is stocked full of great shit. It has terrine, it has fucking pates, it has fucking cheeses that are the best in the world.
Terrine, what's that colour?
So you know pate? Do you know what pate is? It's like ground livers and shit. So a terrine
is.
Yeah, so a terrine is basically like.
I said I don't eat much. I didn't say I don't know what fucking food is.
Right, what's a pate then? Mate? What consists of a pate then?
A pate is like a fucking beef pate, in it. It's like a fucking thing you put on your fucking sandwich. I don't fucking know.
No, bro. No.
Go on, go with your fucking terrines and all that kind of shit.
Mate, I'm half French, bro. I allow my terrines and hold that. Yeah. And hold that, bro. Jesus Christ. I was supposed to only be on for an hour, and here I am. I have another 12-hour shift tomorrow. Here I am. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you need to maybe you need to call this.
Yeah, I get some terrine in my gut, mate. You get some terrine.
Bro, you all these kind of foods, and I ain't got a fucking clue what you're talking about.
Oh, mate, if I lived anywhere remotely near you, I'd be fucking hopping over to your gaff and giving you the most mad food to try. I swear to God, I'd be giving you everything.
Mate, if you lived anywhere near me, we'd be fucking pissed at our faces every night, and the cave wouldn't even exist.
It wouldn't. I'd be divorced. I'd be in jail. I'd have two black eyes on the go. Freddie and Arthur would be best friends or worse enemies. Either or. I don't know. That'd be practice. No, but mate, thanks for having me on as always. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no worries, but always a pleasure.
Yeah, man, I don't take it lightly. I always love the out chats. It's always good. You know, it's fun. Obviously, typing towards it, but talking is a lot better as always. You know.
Yeah, it's always better. I mean, face to face is better than that, but you know, 100. That ain't gonna happen.
One day.
One point. Yeah, one day. One day.
Yeah, listen, mate. Look, I travel a lot for work, so you never know. If I'm in any way near Nottingham, I'll shout you, mate. I'll shout you. Look, if you're up for it, shout me back, and I'll see you for a pint in your local.
Yeah, man, that would be awesome. That would be awesome.
Class, man. We can't scrap at the end of it. That's the only thing. We can't fight. No one else. We probably would.
Mate, there'd be no point in it. There'd be no point in this.
Oh, would it not?
I'll win.
What? So. Why is that? Oh yeah. Of course. You do fool. Yeah. You do nothing, mate. Nah, I could. Listen,
Yo, do nothing, mate. Yo, do nothing.
You do fucking nothing, mate. You fucking fuck you. Fuck your cave, mate. Fuck all your cave, mate.
Yeah. 2026, you call me up on the 100. Netflix. Let's get it on Netflix.
Hey, mate, it could be a Netflix series. That would be a good series. Oh man.
Oh, that'd be hilarious. Right, anyway, guys. Thank you, everyone who's coming to The Real Deal. It's always the same as it always is. You know, it's called The Real Deal for a reason. because we're going to the real things of what's actually going on in life. Big up to Carl, love him to bits. And until I meet him on Netflix, then it'll be a different story. But Carl, if you want to say something before we actually wrap up.
Mate, just thanks for having me on. Everyone in the cave sounds, keep it up. Like, yeah, I'm happy out. Happy Christmas, lad. Yeah, happy Christmas. Happy good New Year.
Happy Christmas, guys.
I have no, mate. It's really hard to do an outro when you don't have a YouTube channel.
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
you have to come up with some profound shit that you don't mean. It's like, fuck.
But what you need to do is you need to you'll find me in the hedge in Ireland.
yeah. Well, true. Yeah, if you're coming to Ireland, just look east, and if there's a bog, I'm there. Lads. Ho. Tin whistle.
Absolutely, 100%. Right, guys, take it easy. Keep it real, keep it yay, and tatty fucking bye. Same as Pepsi's just said. Pepsi knows it. Big up to you.
Yeah, you fucking knows it. Big up.
Take care, guys. See you later.
Love.